Hello, my Capricorn family. This is Barb at Mystic Door Tarot, and this is your weekly tarot reading for you, Capricorn, for June 1st through the 7th. Thank you for joining me today, and if you are new to my channel, welcome. And please subscribe and join me each and every day for my quick glance daily readings. Now, just a reminder, these are general readings. For a personalized reading, click on my website link below. So let's get started and see what your cards are indicating this week. Starting with your first card, Capricorn, and it is your anchor card for the reading, you have the Major Arcana card, Judgment. This card being your anchor card, Capricorn, sets the tone for the whole reading. The Judgment card is indicating a transition in your life at this time. This is significant change for you, Capricorn, because your current phase of life is coming to an end. This card also indicates a time to review what has come before, where did you succeed, and what lessons have you learned. And it is indicating for you, Capricorn, that life cannot stay as it is. Change is unavoidable. And you will now benefit by being accountable for your choices and your behavior, and you need to be honest with yourself, Cap. This is where it's best to tune into your higher calling to learn where to go to next. Pay attention to the big ideas you might have now that you think that are just impossible. Maybe not so much as you think. And as we look at the card here, we see the angelic child playing his music to wake up the sleeping individuals below. Now, for some of you, this card indicates that a situation in the past may be resurrected in some form, and it will be shaping your future. The number 20 of this card is empowerment, and reducing it down to 2 signifies reflection, desire, and conflict for some of you. 2 represents the moment of creation when 2 forces come together. And the number 2 has to do with balance and harmony and your intuition. 2 is also the number of the sacral chakra, which has to do with change. So for this week, and being your anchor card, the Judgment card is letting you know there is significant change headed your way as this current phase of life is now at an end. Your next card, Capricorn, is the 6 of Cups. Very much a nostalgic card. You're thinking about possibly your childhood or things that have taken place in the past. And for some of you, possibly thinking about how things used to be and wishing for those days again. But as your Judgment card is indicating, significant change is happening to you at this time, Capricorn. The energy of the 6 of Cups card is one of innocence, kindness, memories, friendliness. And for some of you, if you are having difficulty in some area of your life, this card is indicating to tune into your inner child, that very gentle, innocent, and wise part of yourself that has always been with you for guidance. For other Capricorns, this card is showing up to be thankful for the small gestures of kindness and find a way that you can brighten the day for another. Possibly do a random act of kindness for a perfect stranger sometime this week. And yet for other Capricorns, the 6 of Cups represents possibly choosing a gift for your home. Something simple, something authentic to you, something that will have special meaning for you. And as you look at it each day, you will smile each time you look at it. It will bring positive energy your way every day. The number 6 energy of this card is harmony and balance, love and happiness. It represents compassion and generosity, taking care of your everyday needs, Capricorn, taking pleasure in those simple everyday needs. And the number 6 is the number of the third eye chakra, which relates to your perception and intuition. So for some Capricorns, be careful of not being lost in the illusion of what once was. Possibly looking through what I call rose-colored glasses at the past, wishing for those days once again. Now your next card, Capricorn, is the Ten of Wands, which is an indication that you have too much on your plate at this time. You are feeling worn out and overburdened, and some of this could be avoided if you ask for help from the people around you. This card shows up when you have too much responsibility and obligations. And sometimes when you try to do too much, Capricorn, you're often unable to do anything effectively, and you will miss out on opportunities for new inspiration and growth. This is a card to remind you to remember your priorities and eliminate what isn't necessary, what isn't important. Take notice of what is a priority to you. Is everything that you're doing serving your ultimate goals? Or have you acquired some habits that just take up your time and energy with very little payoff? Take a good look at that, Capricorn. And this can also be people around you as well, what we call energy vampires. Are they draining you dry? The Ten of Wands indicates to delegate responsibility to others and eliminate that need or thought that if you don't do it yourself, it won't get done right. Take a step back, delegate, and you may be surprised as to what happens. Now, the number 10 energy of this card does indicate that you're at the end of this cycle, as in your Judgment card. You're completing this phase of your life. This will be a time now to seek out new pursuits and new goals. Once you reduce the number 10 energy to number 1, it is new beginnings for you, Capricorn. And the 3 card spread adds up to number 36, which reduces to number 9. So your numerology is even telling you that at this time, it's completion, the end. 9 is the last single digit number, and 9s indicate completion. But they also represent a time for looking back over what you've done and then moving forward. Bringing your achievements, talents, and accomplishments with you into the future. Now, taking a look at your next card, Capricorn, this is your overall energy card for your entire reading. And you have the 4 of Swords. This is the card that's indicating that this week you should rest, relax, recharge your batteries. You're doing too much, Capricorn. This is also an energy of reflection. This is about retreating to a quiet place, especially if you're having a hard time working through a problem or you need some fresh ideas. Stress can really take a toll on your body, mind, and spirit. So taking time out to recuperate can give you the strength and fortitude that you need to carry on. This is the energy that serves as your overall energy for the reading. So the main message for you this week, Capricorn, is to rest. And as we look at the card here, we see this individual is possibly listening to his favorite music, relaxing, tuning into his higher self. Meditation can be done in many ways. It can be done through running and biking, swimming, painting, whatever it is you enjoy doing, whatever relaxes you. So Your overall energy card is mainly telling you to rest and meditate. The number 4 energy of this card has to do with stability, your home environment. This is about balancing out your life, being self-disciplined, to know when you're doing too much and stressing yourself out. Now, I did want to point out when I did that peek at your next 6 months reading, so I pulled out your June card, and you had the Queen of Pentacles for the month of June. This is your card, Capricorn, and as I mentioned in that reading, June was going to be your month, Cap. So just a reminder about that card and that reading, which was done several weeks ago. You've got new beginnings coming in, and your life phase, your cycle is ending. This card is letting you know you're at the top of your game in June, especially with the new beginnings coming in. Now let's take a look at which crystal your angels and guides have chosen for you this week. CHIASTOLITE. This is such an unusual crystal. I don't have one myself. I should pick one up next time I go to Sedona. Very unusual. Very interesting crystal for you, Capricorn. But it might tie into your 6 of Cups card because you're thinking so much about the past. And CHIASTOLITE is a crystal that appears to let you know how loved and protected you are by your past loved ones. They're always with you, constantly looking after you and your family. But they're also indicating that they wish for you to clear any feelings of sadness and or guilt you might have. Because it's time now for you to move forward and know that everything's going to be okay. This is tying into your Judgment card as well, that you need to let go and you need to move on. Now, for some Capricorns, your past loved ones are trying to communicate with you to let you know that they are okay and they're very happy. Possibly they're sending you signs to confirm that they're still around you. But you need to have an open heart and an open mind in order to recognize and receive those signs. They can be in different forms. Personally, I've experienced that myself when my father had passed away. So it's a little unnerving, and you think, nah, it's just a coincidence, but you could feel physical sensations like a tingling or a feeling that someone being near to you when no one is physically there. That's a common one. I've felt that. You might also notice nature-based signs such as birds, butterflies, small animals, which come up unusually close to you. I've also had that as well. And for some of you, you might find that electrical devices in your home or office starting to act up, switching themselves on and off randomly. And I had a light bulb that no matter how many times I replaced it, would flicker on and off like when a light bulb is going to totally burn out. So Capricorn, take note of these signs because they're not mere coincidences. The crystal CHIASTOLITE wants you to open yourself up to the possibility that your connection to your past loved ones remains intact. It's just in a different form, and their love for you is eternal. Now, I leave you with the message of the cards, Capricorn, but it is all within your own hands. You decide your own destiny, Capricorn. Thank you so much for joining me today. Be sure to subscribe and help support my channel. Love and abundance to my Capricorn family.